Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad, and today we're going to talk about silver and what did I actually do? Did I sell everything for Bitcoin? If that's what you're looking for, stick around. So my name is Brad, and I did some selling and buying the other day on my Bitcoin holdings. We'll talk about that at the end. Kind of leaked that out on Friday. We'll actually take a look at this and see what I did at the end of the video. Right now, we're going to talk about silver. I'm still waiting for the gold ETF from Neos to take a look at it, but that is something in the near future. Hopefully, who knows? But I leaked out to my members that I was going to actually do some options trading. And I'm going to show you those trades at near the end of the video. And you can actually see what I did on those trades. But silver is interesting. So if I take the GLD and SLV ratio, you can see that the average is 8.17 in the ratio. And this is a 10-year chart. I just go back and go, we know that gold is either overpriced or silver is underpriced. One of the two. So I go, it might be time that gold might come down a little bit, but silver might go up a little bit. And maybe it's a time to do some options trading on silver to make a little bit of income. And that's exactly what I did. I'm just going to put this out. Silver is the most conductive metal in the world. Did you know that? It's more conductive than copper, the very cheap cousin, and gold. Next is aluminum. You can see the properties of the metals. So silver is going to be used in those lithium ion phosphate batteries, solar panels, and everything else in the world that's going to go electricity wise. This whole new AI stuff, they're going to need silver. And silver is going to play into this role. And that becomes a more interesting conversation. If we look at silver production over the years, you can see silver production from 2009 to 2018. You can see that the peak was right around that 2014, and it's kind of died down on total supply, but it was always really close of making demand back in the day. How does that stand today? And we'll take a look at it. But let's talk about some of the demands that we're going to see with silver. Silver is going to be used in the automotive industry. EVs, HEVs, ICEs, you're going to see demand for silver increase over time. You're going to see the world scrap supply of silver, that's called junk silver if you don't know, is slowly going down over time. Electric car sales. Electric car sales continue to go up. Like it or hate it. I drive a diesel truck, so you can tell which side of the fence I'm on this whole electrical car thing. That's because of my lifestyle. I need a big truck. Electric cars, you're seeing them more and more, and they're out there. They need silver. And one thing about electrical cars, and this is what I from a video I watched the other day, and I stole this guy's slide. The new solid state EV batteries are going to use 1,000 grams of silver. Current EV cars are using 25 to 50 grams of silver, and the ICE vehicles are using 15 to 28. So when they go to the new solid state next generation, they're going to use more silver, which means more demand for silver. And it gets into that ratios of gold. Gold is a hedge. Silver has a usage. And that's what it comes down to. So when you're talking about trying to hedge inflation or hedge something, keep your standards up, that is more with the gold side. Silver has a use case. And as I pointed out in the past, let's talk about current productions and current needs. If I look at the 2023, 2024, and 2025, you will see they are not making demand. Demand is 21% greater than the actual production. That production also includes mined and recycled. Recycled appears to be very steady. Mined, now that appears to be fairly steady also, but the usage is going up for silver. So at the end of the day, Brad, what are you trying to say? What I'm trying to say is silver, or SLV, and that's how I am going to play silver. I'm not going to buy bars or anything like that. And I do have some silver coins, but that's something I inherited. But SLV is how I'm going to play this. I say SLV, to get back into line with the current price of gold, needs to go up to $37 to $40. Currently, it's trading right around that $31 range. Interesting. Very interesting. So what did Brad do? Well, Brad said to the members last night that he was going to do some puts. Yes, I think that I want to buy the silver, right? Put some puts on there. So I went and I did some put selling. Let's take a quick look at that. So this morning I sold for tomorrow expiration, $31 strike. I got $14, and there's some fees with that. If you don't know, 68 cents. I have 1 day to expiration. If I could do that all the time, that's 156% annualized returns. But you can't always do that every single day, and I only want 8%. I also, for June 11th, sold the $30.50 put. Put it into me. So if you don't know, when you sell a call, they can take it away from you if it goes past. Normally happens. Well, normally happens that they take it away from you if it goes through. For puts, they're going to put those shares, 100 of them, at $30.50 into my account if the price of silver drops. The first delta was 0.34, almost 0.35. The other day, somebody used delta as a percentage. Delta is not a percentage. So anybody that is doing options trading that says delta is a percentage, I don't even know what you're talking about. It's not a percentage. Now, it's generally good rule of thumb that is the probability percentage that it might go into the money, that you might get it caught away. So 34% chance. Now my second one at 30.50, it had a delta of just about 14. That's about a 14% chance, but it's 0.14 because that is delta and it's not a percentage. The other one's going to expire in 7 days and it's going to earn me 33% if I can do that every single week. That is my option or put trading. What did I do with the money though, Brad? That's the bigger one. So Brad went out with what he earned, $13.32 and $22.32. And he went out and purchased Misty. Yes, I bought some Misty. There you go. Bought some Misty. And then I made money on my Misty on top of it. So I got 1.59 shares from doing some options trading. And since these are cash secured, I literally have the cash sitting in my account, earning me 4% on top of this. So I'm earning cash, waiting on getting puts put into my account. And I'm going to just continue to do this until I get the sense of, no, I don't want to do this. I will also say that, hey, until the NEOS Gold ETF comes out, I want to just continue to do this, buy Misty, maybe MSII from Rex Shares if it ever comes out. That'll be the day. Kind of waiting on that one. And spread the wealth a little bit between the funds. And we'll see how this plays out. I don't want to say it's free money, but it's money that I'm earning doing options trading. And I do believe silver is going to go up. Now, I've told you $37 to $40. It gets above 35, 30, someplace like that. I will not be putting puts above 35. Doesn't make sense. I can sell a call out there at the 35, 30 days out and still make good money. Once it gets up into the mid 30s, I'm done with this. Right now, it's not, I won't, none of this is financial advice or any other advice, but it's not that risky, in my personal opinion. But there's always risk, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But hey, I sold those put options to put it in my account. We'll see how it plays out. Now, what did I do with my Bitcoin? So everybody knew that I was doing Yield Max against Round Hill. Oh, I sold all that stuff because I don't want to call it junk, but hey, I sold it. And what did I buy? I bought Misty, Baggy, Biddy, BPI, BTCI. I even bought FBTC, which actually is Bitcoin. And you can see the holdings. I just bought it and put it in there. And as I get paid out, I will reinvest back into either Bitcoin or Misty or one of the other funds or MSII from Rex Shares. It's going to pay me on Wednesdays, so I can get paid on Wednesdays and I get paid on Friday. Just take it and just continue to build those out and see what happens. Obviously, they didn't do so good with Round Hill and not so good with Yield Max on those because I started these accounts with $1,000 each. And right now they're sitting, well, actually not that bad. 941 in one and 883 in the other. But we're just going to go ahead and let these play out and see what I can do with these funds. So hopefully you now know I didn't sell everything and put it into Bitcoin, but I did sell all those other accounts. And members, the spreadsheet is updated. I actually have a new tab, shows you the options trades and shows you what I bought. So until next time, God bless.